up, Burritas? Reverend Dave here. All right, today, going to finish out this series with curse removals, hex breakers, and return to sender spells. Now that I've shown you how to do some of these things and what are they and things like that, now we're going to talk about, well, what if you feel like one has been placed on you? What do you do? How do you get rid of it? Well, let me start by asking you this question, and this might step on some toes and whatever, but I hear the same question over and over. How do I remove a curse that's put on me and this and that and whatever? And I go, okay, first question is why do you think that there's a curse or hex placed on you? How do you know? What's happening in your life that you feel this way? I mean, are you really cursed or hexed, or do you just have shitty luck? Are you making poor life choices? Are you doing something in your life that's helping to perpetuate that feeling that you're cursed or hexed or whatever? Because those can be a big deal. You have to understand that in order for somebody to place a hex or curse on you, they have to know what the fuck they're doing first. And it takes years of practice to even know how to do the right one effectively. Unless maybe it's some kind of generational curse, but that's kind of rare, and who knows, because you have to trace your lineage and see if your grandfather was screwing around with, a voodoo priestess or something. I don't know, but how do you know that? So you got to be realistic about it, okay? Now, there's also the difference between feeling that you feel somebody's like projecting bad vibes on you, bad energy. That's a real thing. That happens. I totally get that. And I'm going to show you a few things. We're going to start basic, easy, and work our way up. A couple return to sender spells, hex breaker, curse removal, that type of stuff. So, in this video, hopefully you got caught up and you watched parts 1, 2, 3, and 4, the how-tos and what is it and stuff like that, before you watch this particular video. But this spell, this return to sender spell, is one of my favorites because it's something that I do on occasion. And I like doing it because it's easy, but it gives me a calming effect. Like if I feel that somebody's talking shit, just some kind of bad energy my way, I do this and I feel better about it. Just walk away. And basically with this, the tools that you're going to need, super simple, is a mirror, any size, wall hanging mirror, handheld mirror, mirror on a stand, compact mirror, I don't care, whatever, a mirror. And a lot of these spells do require mirrors. I'll talk about that in a minute. And you'll need one black candle. Now what I have, and I think I'm going to do this too because I was at the thrift store the other day and I'm like, you know what, this would be a good idea. I'm going to take my camera next time I go thrift shopping, which will probably be in a couple weeks. And I'm going to do a video on stuff, on things to get for cheap for your altar. And one of the things that I got there is I got a pair of these sconces. Okay? It's got a mirror in it, candle holder already in it. Yeah, I know this is purple, not black, but I'm out of black candles. But I just have this hanging in my altar room where I'm at now. So anytime I feel that somebody's sending some bad juju my way, I'll stand in front of that mirror, I'll light the candle and just look at it, meditate for a second, and repeat this. Any dark or evil force may now return to its source. May my home and I be free, safe and well, so mote it be. That's it. Stare into the mirror and just visualize that is gone. You're cool. And walk away. It's that simple. And I love it. It's easy and it works. Calming. So another type of return to sender spell is, just say for instance, because that one was particularly for sending away negative vibes. This particular one is for any spell that you feel may be cast upon you. Like, I'm going to give you an example. I know like a lot of friends or whatever, some of your witchy friends may, try to help you out in your love life and cast a love spell on you or somebody or whatever, but you're like, you know what, I'm not feeling it. I don't want that outside influence or any other spell. This particular spell helps to get rid of that. So, what you need for that, one white candle, because it's not, you don't need black because you're not banishing it. I mean, you kind of are, but it's not a, like I said, negative energy spell. It's just a whatever. So white is neutral. A cauldron or a ceramic burn bowl. I have this one that I use a lot. And a candle holder. Something that's waterproof or that you can put in water. Like this one's fine. And what you're going to do, I'll take this bowl for instance. It's my money bowl, but for reference. So you take this bowl, fill it halfway up with water. Put your candle in the water, okay? With the candle, sticking halfway up above the water. And then light the candle. Once again, visualize the spell being broken, released, whatever. And then just recite this. I release the spell that has been cast upon me. I send back the words so I may be free. So mote it be. Okay, that's it. Let the candle burn down, and obviously the water will extinguish it, okay? And when it's done, go outside, take the spent candle, dig a small hole, bury the candle, okay? Bury it, pour the water over it that's in the bowl, and then recite again the incantation that you just said. And that's it. That's for turn to sender spell of any kind. Now, let's get a little more into it. These next spells require a little more work, okay? So, this one is considered a hex breaker, I guess, or curse removal, whatever you want to call it. This one is more of a curse removal. It takes mirrors again, because like I said, the reason why I use mirrors a lot in these, because mirrors are considered or known to be portals for energies, spirits, entities, whatever, deities, whatever. They're used as portals to go back and forth. So this particular spell, the tools that you're going to need, you need 2 small mirrors on stands, which I don't have. Okay. But take two small mirrors and set them side by side so they're facing each other, so there's a reflection of it. Take your candle, you need two small mirrors, a black candle, and sandalwood incense. Okay, face the mirrors each other, put the black candle in the middle, okay? And then when you light the incense, cleanse yourself with it. Immerse yourself in the smoke, cleanse yourself in it, cleanse your tools, okay? And then after you stand them in the mirrors, put the candle in, mark an X on the candle, put it in the middle, light it, okay? Now, after you light the candle, visualize that curse that you feel that's on you going from one mirror and reflecting into the other one and being trapped in there. Visualize that, okay? And then you're visualizing that curse leaving the mirror and being trapped in the other one. And you're saying, and repeat this 10 times, the curse cast upon me be trapped this night between these mirrors to never see light. Repeat that 10 times, visualizing it being removed, okay? And then after you're done, let the candle burn out by itself. Don't snuff it, don't extinguish it, don't blow it out. Let it burn out. Leave the mirrors there for 30 days. So you're going to want to do this on your altar and put the candle maybe in a safe holder somewhere it can burn by itself and not be a hazard to anybody. And leave it there for 30 days. That's that one. That's a basic curse removal that I have in my Book of Shadows. Now, these particular spells that I'm sharing with you are just spells that I like. I've never really performed them except for the Return to Center spells because I don't feel like I have any hexes or curses upon me, so I don't need to do it. But I like them because I like the intent behind them. I like the crafting of these spells, so I keep them. Okay, last one. This one is out of a hoodoo, from hoodoo spell work, and it's called Hex Breaker Fire. Fairly easy, but I love the components that go into this recipe. And what you're going to need, quite a few things, but they're not hard to get. Garlic skin, a sprig of rosemary, ginger root, eucalyptus leaves, onion skin, a pen and paper, because you're going to write your name or whoever is being cleansed, that feel the hex on them, their name on there. Hair, this is optional. Hair or clippings of the person that's being cleansed. If you can get that, cool. It's a little more easier for the person being cleansed because you're not after somebody trying to get their stuff to hex them. This is a little more easier to get. So, a cauldron or a burn bowl. Mortar and pestle, or as my grandmother calls it, a molcajete. This is hers. This is 130 years old. Been passed down to me, so I still use it because I love it. She used to cook breakfast for me when I was 5 years old. Anyways, and charcoal tabs. If you use charcoal tabs to light your cauldron or fire or whatever, or just put a burn bowl, light on fire, whatever. Okay, so you take the herbs, put them more, crush them. It doesn't have to be a fine powder, just, cut them down a little bit. Okay. Light your charcoal tab or whatever in your cauldron, get it going. Pour the herbs in there. And then the piece of paper, like I said, you write your name, the name of the person being cleansed, okay? And you don't have to fold it up, just write it down. Put that in the cauldron as well to burn. And then when it's burning, while you're doing this, you can do one or two things or both. You can recite Psalms 51, okay? And if you're not familiar with Psalm 51, it's about King David who poured himself out to God, and he felt bad because he was a sinner and whatever. He said, God, cleanse me of all sin. You know, he said, cleanse me in hyssop to remove my sin. Hyssop is biblically known to remove all sin. So you might want to do that. I talked about that in my other video. So while this is burning, recite this. Spell, spell, spell be gone. Back to which you belong. Back to the caster. Take your disaster. Thinking of me. But just the same, return the spell from whence it came. Upon my safety I do hold. Send the damage, return threefold. Okay. Now that you've done that, let it burn. Visualize it being gone. The hex is gone, broken, removed, whatever. Then, when you're done, when it's done, take the ashes and scatter them across crossroads. Crossroads are everywhere. It doesn't have to be like a rural four-way dirt road wherever you're selling your soul, like Robert Johnson, you know, whatever. No, I have 4 crossroads right here in front of my house. Just go there and throw the ashes there. Okay, then it's a good thing to, you might, when I talk about this in the other videos, maybe take a bath in some hyssop or spray yourself with some Florida water. Get rid of that residual negative energy or whatever. So that concludes this Hex breaking series. I hope you enjoyed it. I've been meaning to do it for a while, but just kept getting sidetracked. So there it is. I got a couple more vids coming up, so stay tuned for that. And I got a new phone finally because I realized that my other phone was out of data and couldn't hold anymore, so I had to get a new phone. Anyways, uploads way more faster. It's cool. So I'll be doing a lot more sooner, I guess. So because I hate promising you videos and not delivering, so I apologize. But thank you to all the new subscribers once again. If you like my crap, like it, subscribe, do whatever. Once again, remember, when I get to my 500 subscriber, I'm going to send you, that person, a shirt, something like this. Not this particular one, but something like it. So that may be you. I don't know. But please subscribe. Thank you guys so much. And remember, do no harm but take no shit. Bye.